Hello, welcome to the stream. I hope you are all ready to talk about, tomorrow night, really, tomorrow evening, to be honest. 4:30 kickoff against Nottingham Forrest. Let me know what you think to Liverpool dropping even more points. Surely that's them out of the title race now, you'd hope. It's really just as an Arsenal now. I didn't expect it to be Liverpool of all teams to capitulate. Considering they've got the know-how like us and whatnot. But no, it definitely is them who have capitulated. Hello, Child of Pap Connect. Hello, Frost Fury. Big up to you. Check out my latest short. You'll laugh your head off. I'll have a look at that after this. It better be good. You get me hyped for it now. But anyway. Big up. Only one winner in this race, and it's as simple as 4p incoming. Said it all season. Well, big up to you, Mancunian Way. It's great to see you on here. I think you have come on here once before, a while ago. So thank you again for tuning in. It's great to see you here. And I hope your channel is going well. Big up Mancunian Way, absolutely. But yeah, hopefully you're right. I'd love to see City do a 4p. Even though we might not be able to do the double treble, which is something no team has ever done before, we might be able to do the first ever 4-peats in Premier League history, which would, immortalise us entirely. So, although I already think City are immortalised because of our treble, but I think this would just solidify that even more. We had more news on the 115 charges, rival fans' favourite subject, but we'll talk about that in another stream. That's just apparently a hearing. It will be happening soon. Would we get paid a gold trophy for the 4-peat? I mean, a gold trophy wouldn't be too bad. Quad, by the way, it would be a quad, of course, the Super Cup and the Club World Cup, wouldn't it? Yeah, you're not wrong. A quad. It might not be quadruple as in Carabao Cup, FA Cup, and whatnot, but it will be a quadruple, just like how we got a quadruple a few years ago. City are cleared, can't say where from, but cleared, trust. I believe that absolutely. I believe that we were clear the moment City put out that statement saying, how we are, what was it? And our statement was very confident, I feel, and how we invited them to do their search and whatnot. So I'm very confident that City are clear, and hearing it from you just solidifies that, I suppose. Have you seen that plastic fangirl on Twitter saying American won, sad pie or something? No, I don't think I have. My friends, the PL my friend said the PL is a farmers league while being a Madrid fan. City now preparing legal action against people and organisation, let's say. I can't wait for it all because we beat UEFA and we'll beat the Premier League, I'm sure. It feels like every Big Six fan hates us. Every Big Six fan for other clubs hates us because of our success, and they're just jealous, really. And that I can't wait for them to get humbled. I really can't. The Mancunian Way, hopefully Goldbridge and talk rubbish. Goldbridge, he will be the most beautiful one to see fall down. We said we have indisputable evidence. Exactly. It's stuff like that. You don't say we have indisputable evidence as a bluff. You don't say it. The Premier League isn't going to be like, ooh. Oh man, I can't wait. No, won't be YouTubers a lot. I'm more afraid of I'm afraid of more likes of Harris and others. Oh, unlucky there. I can't wait for it all to come crumbling down though, because City fans, I said it a while ago. We'll have the last laugh. We will have the last laugh. We absolutely will. But anyway, let's talk about a bit of Nottingham Forest. And that is the topic of the stream. We haven't even mentioned it once since beginning this stream. Although it has been good conversation, don't get me wrong. A big up again for the Mancunian way tuning in. I'm going 1-0 Haaland off the bench. Just wanted to say hi and big up the stream, drop a like, etc. We'll keep sharing all City content creators out there. Hashtag Blue Family. Great stuff, Mancunian way. Big up for that. Does mean a lot. I hope every City fan that starts their own channel just goes to the moon with it. I really do. So, yeah, absolute legend. Thank you, Mancunian way, Martin. Great channel, so you keep it up as well. But anyway, on to Notts Forest. Make sure to check out Mancunian Way, some of the best shows on YouTube. Yeah, I do. I am subs to them, and I tend to tune in time to time, see how it's going. But yeah, it's always good. It's always good conversations and whatnot. It's good stuff. Anyway, there. Let's go. Edison in goal. Brighton didn't put a foot wrong. He got a clean sheet, didn't he? So, no real reason for him to come out, even though of how impressed we were with Ortega not too long ago. Right back, Kyle Walker. Again, he's great. He's a great right back, Kyle Walker, and he's played a lot of football recently, no doubt about that, especially since coming back from his injury. So don't be surprised if we do see him get a rest here. But I don't know. I feel like this is the time. I feel like Kyle Walker as a person and as a player will feel like this is his time now to, even if he does feel like he's getting tired, whether he does or not, I don't know. I'm not Kyle Walker. But if he does at any point feel like he's getting tired, I feel like he's going to just say to himself, my team needs me now. I'm the captain of this club. My team needs me to play. Do you think KDB will start again, or maybe he'll come off the bench? It's a good question. I'm not sure. Whether he does or doesn't, I think is absolutely fine. Big up Thomas Wilson, by the way, for putting the wave. Do I think KDB will start again? I'm not too sure. I see Grealish starting. I would like that. I've gone for. I'm pretty sure this is almost the team that started against Brighton. I've just changed up the back two a bit, and I'll get onto that as to why. I've gone for Diaz and for Stones just to make sure. Oh wait, let's have a look at. I'm going to guess is the predicted 11 for MCFR. Walker, Stones, Diaz, Vardy. So we've got the same back line, Rodri, Kova, and then really it's just our front four that is different. Foden, Grealish, Alvarez, Doku. Yeah. I can see that. I won't lie. I can see that. Probably Doku off the right, Grealish off the left, Foden from the middle, Alvarez up top. So, yeah, I definitely can see that. I would not be surprised with that at all. Forrest Gump versus Man City. Battle of the ages. But, yeah, Kyle Walker, I think he's great. Do you think there's something in this claim for us to be a lot better without Haaland? I said it last time. I said this last time. My opinion, in my opinion, when Haaland is playing bad, we're better without him. But when he's playing good, we're better with him. Because like last season, he was just a force of nature. He really was. And at points this season, he's been just really good, scoring a lot of goals. But last season especially, he was amazing. And just felt unstoppable at times, back-to-back hat-tricks and whatnot. That's just not normal. Do you think Haaland has a chance of being sold? No. No. Haaland will not be sold in the summer. The only reason he would is if Real Madrid decide to activate his release clause, which is near enough 200 million. So, yeah, I'd be surprised. Play Haaland, says FIFA. Is he still injured? I'm not sure. And plus, I would like to see this one more time. We're going Alvarez up top. Just give it another go, see how we do. Because I thought Brighton was great. I thought Brighton was a really, really good performance. So I'd like to see it go down again. No, he ain't. Oh, is he not injured anymore? Well, nonetheless, I would still like to see Alvarez play again. Simply because of, I just thought Brighton was such a good performance. I think Haaland will start again, actually, TBH. This 11 is more like what I would go for, if anything, as opposed to like what I think Pep would go for. Because if Haaland is fit, then I do think he starts. But I personally do want to see Alvarez just give him one more game up top. See how we do without Haaland in this game. Because considering like last season, we really struggled at Nottingham Forest's ground. And just couldn't score. It was one of those days, to be fair. But again, I just want to see City. No offense, but I don't think Cole Palmer is a great person. Comes across rude. In interviews, doesn't look like he had any friends at City or Chelsea. I get what you're saying there. I could sometimes in those interviews, you might be a bit sometimes you might be a bit tired, or sometimes you might be disheartened by, like when Chelsea get pumped 4-2 by Wolves or whatever, or when we beat them 1-0 in the semi-final. But I get what you're saying. I guess the only way to truly know is if you met the guy and spoke to the guy, I suppose. I watched a new Mr. Beast video, 42 is evil. I can confirm I'm up to date on that. 42 was a villain, and 58 stepped up, man. 58 just decided that he was going to take him down. So fair enough. But yeah, the video was good. Agent KP, legend. What, Calvin Phillips? Tonight needs to be a fortress. It's hell vs Ipswich, last home game of the season. If we win, we're on the same points as West Brom and 1 point behind Forest. No, 1 point behind Norwich even. Well, it's very important that you guys win, isn't it? Got to get the win, really. I'm going 2-0 Hull. I want to see Hull in the Premier League so I can get some content with Glimpse. Ain't they like a couple of wins away from promotion? Yeah, to be fair, Ipswich will be fighting like it's for their lives. Anyway, though, let's move on. Stones and Diaz is my back two. I think it's the strongest ones we've got. And, I just want to make sure this back line is tight for the following game. I don't want to see any slip-ups, any mistakes by City. I just want to see us in and out of here. It's really a game I'd love to just skip and see the final result. It's one of those for me. Because Hull are fighting for their lives as well, but I can understand why you think Ipswich will win. Yeah, I've got a feeling, I'd like to see Hull win. I think Ipswich will probably go in as champions, favourites even. They've got 2 games in hand on Leeds, and they win one of them, they go above them, and automatic promotion. So it's going to mean a lot to them, and it'll mean a lot to you guys as well, because you'll be pushing for promotion as well. Who have West Brom got left? They've got to play Preston, and Preston are 10th, so write them off, maybe doing something, but 3 defeats in 3 games, not promising. But anyway, yeah, Diaz, Stones. I think Diaz will start. He's been rested the past 2 games-ish, game and a half, really. So I suspect he'll come back in. And John Stones, I think, will come back in as well. Give Akanji and Ake a bit of a break. Vardiol, did think he was a little shaky on Brighton. Maybe got away with one as well in terms of penalty. But yeah, I think Vardiol. No need for Walker. I disagree. I do disagree. I think there's every need for Kyle Walker. He is our captain after all, and I know we may not act like say Ruben Diaz in terms of captaining a side, but he's our captain, and clearly has some sort of effect on these players. And plus, he got 2 assists for Brighton, so I do think we'll need him against a team that'll be fighting for their lives in the Premier League, who are in a relegation battle. So, yeah, I do think we will need Kyle Walker personally. I swear if Walker is captain next season, I don't think he should be captain. I like Kyle Walker. Definitely have him in the captain's group / club or whatever it's called. I do think he deserves to be in there, but I don't know. He doesn't strike. Kevin De Bruyne, fantastic player, but I don't see him as a captain. He's an amazing player. Captain is a whole different skill. Being able to lead. Moving on to the pivot of Rodri and Kova. Both great players, of course. Players vote for it, I guess. But again, I don't think it should be Kyle Walker personally. Yeah, I don't get why they vote for him. Maybe behind the scenes, the stuff we don't see and whatnot. But I think it should be someone like Ruben Diaz or even Rodri, one of those two maybe, who captain this team, because they feel like captains on the pitch. Diaz, Rodri, Edison, Ake, Stones, better leaders. MCFC Connect, what's your fave team in Championship, League 1 and League 2? Okay, Connect, what a question. Let's go to Championship first, shall we? Look, I won't lie. Bristol City hold a place in my heart, because I did a career mode with them this season, and I'm like 10 seasons in, and I've just created like the best team in the world. So I go Bristol for Championship. Why not? Although there are other teams I like in the Championship. League 1. Let's have a look at League 1. I won't lie, again, Stevenage. I had a career mode like in FIFA 20 where, again, I didn't quite make one of the best teams in the world, but I put them to the Prem, and, it was a pretty good team. Lincoln. I remember when Lincoln got to like the FA Cup semi-final, quarter-final, and it was just a tale, man. It was great. That felt like the FA Cup. And let's go to the League 2 table. Have a look there. Any connection I feel with these? Nah. I like Wrexham because I like Ryan Reynolds. I think he's a funny one. Plays Deadpool, doesn't he? I don't really know for this. League 2, you're going to have to let me think on that one. Anyway, there. On to the front four. Oh, by the way, on Roger and Kova, by the way, I think they provide different things, but still, will work together really well. Kova, defensively, brill. You will get 1K subs before the season ends. Blinking heck, that's 1 month away. Sheffield United are a disgrace to BH. You get them out of the league, man, honestly. Grealish starts. I'd like to see Grealish, I would. But again, I was really happy with this team against Brighton, and I want to see it again. But I wouldn't be surprised. They're relegated now. I had no doubt that they'd get relegated from the beginning. I don't think anyone did. I feel they're like Bournemouth last season, or even though they didn't. I think everyone had them to go down. Absolutely shocking. It really is. Spurs to do something for us. Please. I'd love it. But you never know with Tottenham. You actually never know. Even this season. I hope they do. I won't get my hopes up. Because, when I do that, the game, it just gets away from us, doesn't it? When suddenly Arsenal go and win 4-0 or something like that. Spurs must let us win at their stadium. 2-0 Spurs, in my opinion. Oh, I hope you're right. I really hope you're right. You have no idea how happy I'll be. That'd be amazing. To be 1 point behind Arsenal, 2 games in hand on them. Oh, my Lord. Dream. Bernardo Silva, right wing. Well, not really right wing. Again, if we're going to go for something similar to Brighton, I don't think we're going to really have wingers. Of course, players will go out wide. But, Bernardo, right side, I guess. Look, this guy against Brighton was so good. He was playing everywhere. It was really good to watch, and I hope he does something similar. Just a top player, Bernardo. I hope he doesn't leave in the summer, even though I think he will. KDB through the middle. Here's something. Bernardo might have 2 home games left for City. No, don't say that, man. Don't say that. I love Bernardo Silva. I think he's such an incredible player, and he's a player that you won't be able to replace. So good with his feet, so good on the ball, dribbling and whatnot. Oh, it's just great to watch, and his work rate. Some games, it's like no other. Kevin De Bruyne, though, I think he's actually been a bit better recently. Chelsea, I thought he was great. Last game, I thought he was good too. It was an absolutely amazing header. We can replace. I don't think you can bring in a direct replacement for a player like Bernardo Silva. I don't think you can bring in someone like that. Like who do you bring to? Yeah, but who like for like Bernardo Silva? Because if you can find that, then fair enough. If you can find a like for like player like Bernardo Silva, it's like finding a like for like with KDB, in my opinion. That's the level of player. Play me. We can bring in someone better. Actually, Frost will replace Silva. You're already in the squad. You're a striker, Frost. You're Alvarez in disguise. Better. No, but at what he does, I mean, MCFR. Dribbling on the ball, and his incredible work rate and his skill on the ball, who do you bring in that can do what he does? Like him. He's much better on the wing. Again, But then still, like, even bringing in someone with that kind of versatility, I don't think you can bring him in as something that easily. But anyway, enough talking about Silent Bernardo and what his replacement will be, because I never want that to happen. Kevin De Bruyne, though, like I mentioned, I think he's been doing a lot better the past couple of games. Trust me, our squad will be better next season. I don't think it won't be better. But I think we will. It's almost like how this season. How do I say this? I'm not saying this season's a worse squad to last season, but this season's squad, where you've missed that Ilkay Gundogan player, but we're still doing very good, if you get what I mean. I think some games next season, if Bernardo goes, you'll be looking at it again, you'll be like, oh man, I wish we had Bernardo. That's how I see it. Phil Foden, do I really need to explain why I think this lad is in this team? He's amazing. 34 goal contributions now, almost our highest goal contributions this season. He's just absolutely wild. Did he get lucky on the free kick? Yes, he did. But even his second goal was nice too. First time finish, clinical, bottom corner. It's just what you like to see from him. On his left, beautiful. Great pressing. And the checks over the shoulders, I love watching that. And, I saw him doing that. I saw Gail Clichy analysing it. So, Phil Foden, there's no reason why he shouldn't be in this team. I don't think you can rest KDB and Foden in the same game from now until the end of the season. Bruno Guimaraes, Paqueta, Frimpong, and shock transfer Valverde. Imagine. How much would that all be? Because let's be honest, you're going to have to spend the 100 million on Bruno Guimaraes because he's got release clause, doesn't he? Paqueta, he's got a release clause of 85 million, I believe. So let's just go with that. Keep it simple. So you're going 200 and almost 200 million at 185. Frimpong, apparently he's got a release clause of 35 million. Apparently, if he has, amazing. And I see no reason. I see no reason why we shouldn't bring him in. Play 3-2-4-1. Who do you take out the back line? Apparently, we're willing to spend 300 mil. Well, we have a look. Bruno Guimaraes 100 mil, Paqueta 85, so 185 mil. Frimpong 35, so 220 mil. Shock transfer Valverde. You're probably going over 300 mil there, but I mean, you could negotiate. You could negotiate downwards on some of those players. I get that. Although I don't think you can on Frimpong. Bernardo Ortega will go 90%. I do think we're at the end of the line for probably both of my players. I think Ortega is more likely to stay. I think Gomez and Kovacic will also leave. I don't think Kovacic will. I don't think he's done that bad in order to leave. And I think there are some performances that really show why we should keep him. I don't want Kovacic to leave, personally. KDB could go Saudi. Don't write it off. It's LB saying that too. He could. I don't think he will because he rejected it last season and rejecting it last season may have been a good time to do it. No, leaving last season actually may have been a good time to leave as well for Kevin De Bruyne. He just won the treble with City. Life had essentially peaked at City. Maybe Musiala. Of course, he has had contract struggles, so maybe. Actually, nah. Jack and Doku 3-2-4-1 is the way. Interesting. I've liked this stream. Good conversations going on. Good different opinions. Like to see it. Musiala, definitely a possibility. I don't think. Apologies for my dog. Foster's got me there. I'd take up the KDB replacement in the summer. Yeah, I mean, so it's all about getting in the right guy, I feel, because there's no player right now in the world, I feel, that can do KDB, what KDB does. Yeah, so he has a year to settle with KDB. Yeah, I agree with that. I see where you're coming from. They come in, learn under a bit with KDB, but they're still good enough to play for City. And then by the end of the season, KDB can maybe leave. I just don't want him to leave, but he can leave at that point. And then that player will be ready to take his boots. On to Alvarez, though, up top. Top player. Of course, KDB last season, next year, 99% sure. It's a weird one because I remember seeing a City Extra post saying contract talks were in very early stages with Kevin De Bruyne before he got injured, but then they halted when he picked up his injury. So we'll see, I guess. We'll see if anything changes. Here's what I will say. If KDB has not signed a contract by January of 2025, I think he'll be gone. I do think he'll be gone. Because City don't like to leave it that late either. Well, I mean, I say that, but they did for Gundo. But, yeah. Your dog won us our first Premier League. He did. He was there. Anyway, though, thank you all for tuning in. I've liked doing this. I've liked the conversations, even if some of them have been... Oh, that is rough. Look at this. Company last night in 2020 and 2019. Silva gone 2020. Guerrero gone 2021. Fernandinho 2022. Gundo 2023. Bernardo 2024. KDB and Pep 2025. Oh, that would be shocking. I intend to do a video on Pep Guardiola soon and where I think his future lies. A video that should be interesting for you guys, hopefully. 2026 Frost Fury gone. No! Anyway, though, thank you all for tuning in. It's been a good stream. I've liked these conversations, even if some of them have been replacing not deserving fees. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. I've really appreciated it. Frost Fury, MCFR, great lads, and everyone else who tuned in. McKean Way, FIFA. I've loved the convo. Big up to you all. See you later.